Girls, we made it to another week. Week two. We killed week one and now we're going into week two. I'm gonna hop into something in the book, but first I just wanted to kind of say, just like trying to keep the momentum going for week two because week one is always so exciting. It's something new. And sometimes like we can go into week two and it can kind of be like, that like the familiarity can start to like creep in a little bit and you're just like not as hyped about it. But I just want to encourage you to speak like positive words to yourself. Speak positive things over yourself before your workout or before meals or whatever. I mean, just like whatever you got to do to get yourself going because your words are powerful to people, but as well as like what you think of yourself. So even just things like, yeah, I can do this, or yes, I'm going to do this workout today. I can do it. I want to do it. Like if the longer you say it, you'll eventually believe it. So, okay, so this is the last part of, or like the last little section of part two. It's like those last two little chapters. And she's talking about just like how the silence has what am I trying to say? Like calming her soul and getting to a place of stillness. She really started realizing the beauty in things and places that she really needed to mend, maybe some wounds in her heart and things like that. And so she gave this little analogy that I thought was just so cool, and I loved it, and it was just so beautifully written. I just love the way that she writes this book. But she says, I've been terrified of silence all my life, and for the first time, I'm finding it beautiful. Aaron, of course, is a musician, which is her husband. She said, a pianist, a songwriter, a singer. But his musical soul really is all about the groove, the rhythm. His all-time favorite bass players play relatively few notes, and the beautiful thing they make is all about the space between the notes. That's the groove. She said, in this season, I'm finding so much beauty in the space between the notes. This is new for me. This is life-changing. For the first time, I'm able to stay in the space, right inside the silence, held there, mesmerized, content, empty. And then she just talks about like, if you think that you can't change or you think that people can't change, she just was like encouraging us that like you can do it, that if she can do it, that you totally can. I mean, she was just bombarded with book writing and events and having a family and a husband and trying to be a mom and and that she was just like running from this silence for her whole life because she was just like afraid of what she would find. And then she got to this place where she found the beauty within between the notes. And I think that's a place that I am like working towards right now. And so this is just like really encouraging to me to just find just I would encourage you to before the morning, whether you like are a believer in Jesus or not, in the morning to just take some time for yourself before your day starts and just like be still. Just like calm your soul. Either speak words of affirmation over yourself, whatever that may look like for you, whether that's scripture or just like encouraging yourself. And just like do that because it's in those places that you'll start to see and maybe some things that need to be healed and that need to be worked on and that's nothing to be afraid of and that's nothing to like be ashamed of. That's like the beauty of life. It's a journey and for myself, like I just want to constantly be bettering myself so that I can pour out into other people better because that's just like so important, I feel. So I just want to encourage you to like fill yourself up in the morning before you start your day and just to be still and just and find ways to begin seeing the beauty within those notes and within that stillness. I am just so excited for week two, you guys. I've just been hearing nothing but good news from every single one of you, like separately texting me and stuff. So I'm really excited for week two. We're going to crush it. I think my workout probably won't get into a little later this evening because we got some stuff going on. But I just want to encourage you in that and say happy Monday, and I will be seeing you later on.